I wouldn't discount essential. First of all, we have to understand something. You have amino acids, a general term. There's 22 established amino acids. Of the 22, 9 are considered essential. What essential means is that they cannot be manufactured in the body. They have to be taken from food sources. Now, people take this wrong. They say, well, essential amino acids, and the other ones are not essential. That means the non-essential ones are useless. No, not at all. Some of the non-essential ones do have definite health effects, like taurine. There's a couple of them that are really useful. But in terms of muscle building, for muscle synthesis, muscle protein synthesis, you need the 9 essential amino acids, including the 3 branched-chain amino acids. Those are part of the 9 essential. Now, they talk about, remember earlier I mentioned how leucine is the most potent amino acid at stimulating muscle protein synthesis. Again, what people overlook is that leucine does not work in isolation. Unless you have all 9 amino acids present at the same time, leucine does nothing. And if even one of the essential amino acids is missing, all the amino acids are excreted out of the body. They all have to be there, right? Now, what are amino acids are useful in certain people that, for example, maybe you have protein, a little bit of a problem digesting protein. Maybe older people encounter a condition, which I actually just wrote an article about, called anabolic resistance. Anabolic resistance has several causes, but a lot of it has to do with inability to absorb amino acids sufficiently into muscles. It leads to sarcopenia, loss of muscle frailty, and so on and so forth. If you give these people extra amino acids because they are absorbed more easily, it probably helps in that situation. If you, for example, are a competitive athlete or bodybuilder, and let's say you are in a type of situation where you're on a diet, you want to lose body fat, and you're doing a lot of aerobics. If you overdo aerobics, you tend to start to burn the muscle. You start to break down the muscle, particularly the branched-chain amino acids that are stored in muscle. They're basically taken out of the muscle, sent to the liver where they're converted into glucose, a process called gluconeogenesis. If you give exogenous amino acids, even branched-chain amino acids, but basically essential amino acids, you put a brake on that. In other words, you're sacrificing the supplemental amino acids instead of the muscle amino acids. That might help. So I always tell people, if you're afraid of losing muscle, because a lot of bodybuilders always say, I don't do aerobics because I'm afraid of losing muscle. Simple. Take some amino acids about an hour before you train. Your body will not touch your muscle. They'll burn up the amino acids. You don't care about them anyway. You just want to preserve your muscle.